What's up, everybody? Today, Tuesday, April 7th, 2015, Anno Domini. I'm fucking tired, man. This is gonna be the first shave since like last Thursday, so I've got a lot to contend with here. Let's go ahead and run down what's happening here. Going with the one brush that's not been stowed away yet. Laguna Seca Badger. First go with this one, good old Rhapsody. Good old Rhapsody. Well, I don't know if it's good. It's my first go using it, like I said. Anyways, so yeah, let's go ahead and get down to business, huh? Oh, wow. Smells nice. Smells smells almost like some sort of soda or something. Still kind of not really feeling the best from these damn allergies. Yeah, I'm tired of it, you guys. Really tired of it. See, what's there to talk about? Well, I mean, that looks weird back there, huh? Everything is in storage. Got a whole bunch of soaps in storage, whole bunch of colognes as well, and I got a lot of soap on this brush. So let's go ahead and not waste any time, shall we? I'm really tired, you guys. I haven't really been sleeping well these past few days. I've had to wake up early to, you know, get this place ready for the realtor. Today actually is a bit of a milestone. The realtor came by with a photographer, the photographizer. Wow, this is very floral, it's sweet. The realtor came by today with the photographer. Excuse me, they got their shots of the place. And every time anybody does shots for a unit in this building, it's hilarious to me because they make it look a lot bigger than it is. These things are only like 750 square feet, 740, 750, something like that. Not very big at all. So yeah, you know, they always, these angles they come up with are hilarious. Like the old MySpace angles these girls used to take their pictures at. Funny. Oh man. Anyway, so yeah, I've not really been resting so well. You know, from getting everything ready, and this echo in here from everything being out of my place is very weird. I think this is pretty much almost ready to go. Actually, still a little thick. Oh. It's been a while since I've seen you guys. I hope you guys had a good Easter and all that good stuff. And if you didn't celebrate Easter well, I hope you had a good weekend all the same. And a good week, because it's been longer than a week since you've gazed upon this face. Alright, that's around right. If I was thinking, I would have kept the rest of my base plates here with me, but alas, I wasn't thinking because I am Eric Burgos and I tend not to think. So what we're going with today is an R2. This is a Gillette Platinum in here, the blue Platinum, and this is actually on a different handle. This is the Colossus. On loan from Mr. Too Nice Guy. This thing lives up to its name. It's gigantic. And this is going to be the first go with this as well. Damn, these blades rule. So yeah, I hope you guys, yesterday was opening day. I hope you guys were able to take in some games of the finest sport known to man, baseball, because it is. I like this enormous handle. Also, speaking of opening day, I hope you guys were able to nab up some diamonds from Barrister and Mann, seeing as how it was released yesterday. Although there's no rush on this one, he says they'll make it until October, until the end of the season, until the end of the World Series. Well, I guess that is the end of the season, whatever. Looking forward to seeing what that one is like. Oh man, I'm really tired. I have been emptying this place. I've been emptying this place, and wow, I like this handle. I need to get one of these. I've been emptying this place, and it sucked. One of the things that's not really my favorite about this building is that there's no cargo elevator. It sounds like a first world problem. It is a first world problem, whatever. So I'm having to use the passenger elevators, and they're small. But at least there is an elevator, and I don't have to like get everything out of here via steps. That would be horrid. You know, when I first got my razors, I was really into the short handle of the Atlas. Yes, the Atlas. And I really liked the short handles, but I traded A.R. Barnes one of my Atlas handles for a Chronos of his, and I've just really grown to like these bigger, heavier, longer handles. You know, it doesn't really sound like it makes much sense, but it's easier for me to maintain a lighter touch with a heavier handle. I guess it just makes me think about it since the handle is so heavy. And I'm just more cognizant of the pressure that I'm maintaining when I'm using the razor. Now, I know Stan did mention that he was probably going to discontinue this handle, so I need to jump on and get one of these before he does that. Nice. So yeah, you know, putting this place on the market, extremely bittersweet. This place was a dream, you know. I always wanted to live in the downtown of a city, and I did so right in this very place, and to let it go really sucks. I've been, you know, there's nothing like packing to bring up memories that you hadn't thought about in quite some time. And I found some pretty old things that I've not seen in years. I mean, things from way before I moved into this place. I also ended up throwing out a bunch of stuff, of course, which is pretty liberating for somebody like me, because I'm a sap, you guys. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm entirely too sentimental. Everything means something to me. And that's horrible. I wouldn't change it, because honestly, I think one of these days is gonna be a good thing for me. But for now, it's not. And it sucks. So, you know, again, I'm like finding these things that, you know, just, there were big things that happened, and, you know, running across them, you know, like photographs, letters, receipts, all that stuff that I thought I lost, all that stuff is turning up, and mixed emotions, you know. I will say, one of the cool things is I'm running across a bunch of CDs, and these are CDs that I hadn't seen in ages. And I don't know why, but well, I know exactly why, because it's music. But I don't ever throw away CDs. When I'm moving, I have a huge spindle of CDs that have been with me. Shit, at this point, some of them have been with me over 15 years. I wish I could find all my tapes from back in the day, because I actually recorded a bunch of tapes. Like, kids these days, you know, they'll use the term mixtape, and it really bothers the shit out of me, because they're not tapes and they're not mixed. They're just MP3s. That a lot of time, and sometimes they're just playlists, I bet. I mean, I know I'm sounding like an old curmudgeon right now, and I'm okay with that. I can live with that. Actually, I'm proud of that. But anyway, yeah, I wish I had my tapes. But anyway, the CDs, I wish, or I should say, I run across CDs. I found an old mix of mine. And I've dated it to about 2004, and I uploaded it to Google Drive, and I'll put the link down here so you guys can download it if you'd like. And the echo in this place, because there's nothing in here, is really, really weird. So yeah, you know, I ended up throwing away a bunch of stuff. Some stuff, of course, I still have to hold on to, because that's just the way that I do it. But man, I've thrown away so much stuff. And it's ultimately a good thing, you know, to get rid of all this stuff, because not only will it make the move a little bit easier, but these are things that I need to just stop. I need to stop letting them be a part of my life, you know? One thing I did not get rid of are my records. And the older I get, the more it sucks moving with records. Because, of course, every time I move more records than I moved in. That's just the way it goes. And I think I got myself right there. Who cares? Actually, this move was my biggest increase in volume of records. because I bought one pretty decent sized collection, and I bought another smaller collection of a girl's techno records that lived in Atlanta. Her name was Little Jen. I actually knew her from playing drum and bass back in the day, but apparently she played techno as well. And I bought probably about, I don't know, 100 records or so from her for cheap. I bought 100 records for like $75, which is ridiculously cheap. And then, you know, for a while when I was going to Detroit, I would always stop by the record store, the one that I told you about in the last video, at 3000 East Grand, Submerge, and I would buy a lot of records every time that I went there. So I have a lot of house and techno records. I'd say I probably have about, drum and bass is, you know, that's what I play. That's my main thing. That's what I've been doing since the 90s. Been playing since the 90s, I should say. I'd say I probably have about 66%. My collection of house and techno records is probably right around 66% of the amount of drum and bass records that I have. So it was pretty cool to see them all laid out in front of me like that, you know? It's funny to think that I have that many in the first place, and I'm scared to play them. But that's a story for a different video. So I got those out of here, and those were like the first thing to go. Those are my turntables. Reason being, those always have to be the first to go. Reason being is because I'll start doing something, and I'll see the turntables, and I'll see my records, and I'm like, you know what? I'll play a couple records, no big deal, and then I'll get right back to it. It'll be a nice little break. I don't know how to play a couple records. A couple records turns into a couple hours. So if I have the turntables and records here while I'm trying to do something like that, I won't get anywhere because I'll keep on playing records. So I got those out of here like immediately. And I'll say this, it felt really, really weird. This place it felt really weird with no records in here. I don't know, I can't really explain what it was, but I can definitely tell that something was missing. So as soon as I find a place to like really get in, I'm looking forward to unpacking my records and my turntables. I'm taking one of my sets of turntables with me. My other set I'm going to leave with a friend here. They'll be in good hands. I really like this Colossus handle. So, yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the photographer and my real estate agent, listing agent, were here. They took the photographs for the excuse me, for the units, for the listing, and the listing should hit the MLS. I think he said probably Thursday or Friday. And I imagine there's going to be a whole bunch of showings over the weekend and probably over the start of next week. So I'm not going to be in here too often. So yeah, I imagine a good offer won't be too far behind. Like I said, this real estate market here is burning hot. Some friends in Nashville, or some friends in other parts of Nashville, I should say. I saw a friend of mine mention on Facebook that he just found it a little crazy that it seems that pretty much anything in the city of Nashville right now is going for about $200 a square foot. And give me 1 second, let me do this. All right. So yeah, you know, he was saying that, you know, the fact that $200 a square foot is the normal price, and that really was tripping him out. And this place is going to go for a lot more than that. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing, actually, I'm looking forward to getting the money from selling this place, because I bought this place in the recession, so I'll do okay on the sale. Oh man, I'm tired, you guys. You know, I hope this isn't the last video. You know what, this is not going to be the last video that I make here. I'll make one more to give this bathroom a proper send-off. The astute among you will notice that my allergies are still bothering me, and that it's been a while, and you're right. Not only is it the season for allergies, but living in a very old building brings its own set of circumstances, one of which being this place is dusty. There's really no getting around that. This place has been around for a while. I talk very loud, this echo is killing me. So yeah, the place is loud, and the place is loud, oh excuse me, dusty, and there's just no getting around that. So that's agitated my allergies as well. Excuse me. I've got one more load in the U-Haul that I've got parked on the street down there, and I'm going to take my time getting it over to my storage unit. The thing about the storage unit, it's funny, it's in West Nashville, which, as I'm sure all of you are aware, is where all the Vietnamese restaurants are. So needless to say, I've been eating a fair amount of Vietnamese food lately. I hope Knoxville has some offerings. And I hope that they have more than one place that accepts cards. Man, that's the thing here. Like, so many of these Vietnamese joints, just they don't accept cards, and it's annoying. I can understand, but it's annoying. But the food is good. So there's that. the cleaners that came by here earlier this week threw away my blades for this razor, and this one needs, it could stand to be changed. It sucks because there was like 15 blades in that other package. Now I have to order them from Amazon. First world problem. Oh, and you know what? Another thing to complain about is, you know, earlier how I mentioned, man, these grays are relentless. You know, I was talking about how there's no cargo elevator in this building. For some reason, there's 2 passenger elevators. For some reason, one of them just hasn't been operational, like, over the past 4 days or so. And they need to get it sorted out with the quickness because the downtown home show is on the 12th. I think that's this weekend. Yeah, so they need to get that sorted out. They said the focus for this year's show is older buildings, which in Nashville isn't that many, but this is definitely one of them. And if I was thinking, I would have included my place on the downtown home show to get that extra foot traffic. And have people look at it, but it's been too much of a whirlwind. And I just didn't pay attention. But I have to talk to my agent to see if there's any way that we can, wow, that looks terrible down there, whatever. Any way that I can potentially, you know, parlay the home show into more foot traffic and eyeballs in here, we'll see. Man, that looks terrible. And that looks better, kind of. You know, normally growth like this is something that I would mow down with the H1, excuse me, H2. But man, this R2 got it done. Got the job done. Alright, today's aftershave. Armada Blossom Shave Ship. Good stuff. Get it, get it. Good floral scent to go with the Rhapsody. Man, that stuff smells nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. All right, and that's going to be it. Hope you guys have a good day, have a good week. Said I'll see you one more time before I get out of here. Have a good week. Peace.